My parents stole my college fund to bail out my brother. After he unalived a man, then called my boss to say I was embezzling funds when I refused to help them again. When I finally told them I was done, my mom screamed, "You owe us for your whole life. You wouldn't even exist without us." I just shut the door. That was 18 months ago. Yesterday, I made her wish that all I did was refuse to help them. My therapist says I have a savior complex, but honestly, I think I'm just stupid. I was 17 working graveyard shifts at this warehouse while my brother Sean partied his way through his 5th senior year. When MIT accepted me with a full scholarship, I actually hid in the bathroom and cried. Not happy tears, scared tears, because I knew my parents would find a way to ruin it. They didn't even look at the acceptance letter. Sean was everything to them, while I was worth less than a backup. They never wanted a girl, just a boy. So it made sense when mom just said we needed to be careful how we tell Sean since he got rejected everywhere. That night, Sean drove drunk into a minivan and killed a single father. My parents drained my college savings, all $47,000 from grandma's inheritance, plus 3 years of me breaking my back at work. All of it went to Sean's lawyer. They promised they'd pay me back before fall semester, but we all knew that was a lie, including them. At the courthouse, Sean's girlfriend Melissa showed up sobbing in this black dress like she was already at his funeral. She kept whispering about their future and holding his hand. I'd met her maybe twice before this. 2 weeks later, Sean made bail and immediately overdosed on fentanyl. At his funeral, Melissa collapsed into my mother's arms, wailing that she was pregnant, barely 8 weeks along with Sean's baby. My parents moved her into our house that same night, gave her Sean's room right next to mine. One night, I was brushing my teeth when I heard her on the phone saying, "Yeah, I'm in. They're eating it up. Give me 3 months." I stood there with toothpaste dripping down my chin, feeling like I was losing my mind. When MIT called about my enrollment deposit, I had to explain that I couldn't pay it. My parents had used my college fund as collateral for Sean's bail and lost everything. My parents' solution? To defer for a year to help Melissa with the baby. Family comes first, Eva. You can go to MIT next year. But we both knew next year would never come. I tried getting private loans but needed a cosigner. My parents refused, said I was being selfish when Melissa needed our support. I wanted to scream that Melissa was a stranger, but I just nodded like always. One night at dinner, Melissa started crying about how she'd always dreamed of being a nurse, but never had opportunities like me. My parents enrolled her in a $40,000 a year nursing program the next day, got a home equity loan. I ended up at community college working 60 hours a week between 3 jobs, and slept in the library between classes. Meanwhile, Melissa posted constantly about her miracle rainbow baby, and how Sean was watching over them from heaven. My mom made me apologize to her for being difficult. I did it, because I'm pathetic. Everything changed when my parents started taking Melissa to church. The congregation saw this beautiful young widow carrying her dead boyfriend's baby, and opened their wallets. Bake sales, car washes, special collections. The pastor used her story in sermons. These good people gave her over $50,000. Meanwhile, I was sleeping in my car because being at home stressed Melissa out, which wasn't healthy for the baby. My coworker's friend was a nurse at the hospital, looked up Melissa's name and said she'd never been a patient there. No prenatal appointments, no ultrasounds, nothing. Then I got a Facebook message from a 12-year-old girl. She was Melissa's daughter asking if her mom was doing the pregnancy thing again. This little girl sent me screenshots of her mom texting someone about the church score and how she had these idiots eating out of her hand. I felt sick but also vindicated. I wasn't crazy. I started documenting everything. Discovered Melissa never enrolled in nursing school, just pocketed the $40,000. My parents were now $300,000 in debt and facing foreclosure, but told everyone they were downsizing to help Melissa get settled with the baby. My great aunt saw Melissa at the casino with some guy looking very not pregnant, while supposedly on bed rest. Melissa's ex-husband sent me evidence of 3 other families she'd destroyed with the same con. The church planned this huge baby shower and something in me finally snapped. I sent the deacon everything. Melissa's daughter's texts, screenshots from gambling forums, the nursing school refund, all of it. The deacon investigated quietly. The pastor's wife, who used to be a nurse, asked to feel the baby kick at the baby shower. Melissa panicked and faked contractions. My parents rushed her to the hospital